What's good, y'all, and welcome to my first impressions for Ahsoka. Just finished up the first 2 episodes that aired today, and I gotta say, man, Dave Filoni cooked. Like, I gotta give the man props for his transition from animation to live action. As you guys know, mastermind behind the Clone Wars, Rebels, all that shit, and has now made a transition over to live action, working alongside Jon Favreau on The Mandalorian on various episodes, even directing a few of them himself, which I believe he did like the Ahsoka episode for season 2. I think he's also written and directed some other episodes as well. Could be wrong on that one, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But yeah, it seems like this show is completely him. It's created by him. It was written by him. He's directed at least the first episode. I don't know if he directed the second episode as well. Wasn't really paying attention to the credits, but I know he read both of them, and obviously the show's created by him. But yeah, man, the man cooked. The man absolutely cooked this episode, and yeah, this show was just these first 2 episodes were just fantastic to watch, man. So, without further ado, let's jump right in. So the show stars Rosie Dawson, Chatham, if I pronounce that right, Natasha Liu, Izu, if I'm pronouncing that right, Mary Elizabeth Winston, and many more. And the plot of Ahsoka is, after the fall of the Galactic Empire, former Jedi Knight Ahsoka Tano investigates an emerging threat to a vulnerable galaxy. Now, I gotta overall say the cast overall for the show is great, man. Mary Elizabeth Winston, she's great, as she always is, man. She's awesome, man. Rosie Dawson, once again, phenomenal as Ahsoka. But I gotta say the highlight of these 2 episodes is, one, the 2 main villains we got playing in the series. I thought both of them were really well performed. I'm overall very fascinated by their characters, and I'm super excited to see what's gonna be going on with them throughout the rest of the series, because they both have really cool designs, and I'm really curious to see who these new Sith Inquisitors are, and perhaps what their deal is, and how they all are connected to all this. I'm very intrigued by the villains we got in this series, man. But the highlight for me has to be Natasha as Sabine Wren, if I'm pronouncing her name right, who you guys may know from Rebels. Now, you guys know I haven't watched Rebels. I honestly, low-key kind of refused to watch Rebels, given how they handled Obi-Wan and Darth Maul. Still not over that shit. That shit's fucking bullshit how that was handled, man. Kind of sold off the show for me. From there on, I refused to watch it. No lie! I think I might watch Rebels just for her. I thought I would never touch that show, man. But after seeing her in this, first of all, I gotta say, she's hot. Let's not beat around bush. Let's not front. She bad, bro. And I love her hair. I love her hair, man. With the multiple colors and highlights she got going on there. It sucks she cuts it, which we saw in the trailers, and it happens at the end of the second episode, man. But I was like, no, I like the rainbow thing you had going on. I like the little orange, the yellows and red thing you got. Like Ember Moon with the purple. It works so well. Why you cut the hair? I mean, I'm sure it works better with your Mandalorian helmet and all shit, but come on, keep the hair. Put in a ponytail or something. Don't cut the hair. But regardless of such, man, she was amazing, man. She was probably my favorite character from the first 2 episodes, man. I've been really invested in her, and she's definitely been my favorite character on this show so far. And like I said, she might actually get me to watch Rebels, which I didn't think was possible, man. But yeah, she was awesome, man. Sabine, if I pronounced that right, she's amazing, man. She's definitely my favorite character, man. I can't wait to see more of her throughout the rest of the series. Especially now that I know, with her being a Mandalorian and everything, man. A Mandalorian Jedi, that got me intrigued. Because we haven't gotten something like that since fucking Darth Revan, if you really count him, because he's not technically a Mandalorian. But yeah, she's awesome, man. Love her. Can't wait to see what the rest of the show has to offer with her. Now, another thing we gotta say is, overall, I thought Dave Filoni's directing, I thought, was great in this series, man. The fights themselves, the lightsaber duels, man, are beautifully choreographed. I love what he does with the lightsaber fights in the show, man. They're really well done, man. Love the way they use the lightsabers, the environment, just the overall choreography, how it's shot, everything, just phenomenal across the board there, man. Love the opening. Love the opening of the first episode, which reminded me a lot of the ending of Rogue One with Darth Vader / the opening of A New Hope. It reminded me a lot of that. And I really loved that vibe it gave me off, man. I already mentioned how the lightsaber fights were great, man. I also love around later on the first episode when we get back with Ahsoka and she's found this globe thing that looks like the apple of Eden from Assassin's Creed. When she finds that, she's meeting up with some droids or some Inquisitors or whatever these guys were that were connected to this planet. these droids she was fighting on there. I love those kind of like a western, kind of reminded me of like a spaghetti western. Right before they started dueling, man, that was really well done. But I also gotta say, the music in the show, man, is fantastic, bro. I'm loving the score for the show so far, man. Like what we started the score for these first 2 episodes, man, got me excited, man. I love the score for the show, man. So shout out to whoever the composer is for the show is, man. But yeah, great work from there. Great work from the composer, man. The end credits scene sequence, it's probably like Loki might be the best end credits sequence I've seen for a live action TV show, man. Like it looks amazing, bro. I wish that was just like the intro of the show, man, because it looks just so cool, man. But yeah, the end credits sequence, phenomenal work, man. I might mention this already before, but Sabine's like Mandalorian armor itself looks amazing, man. I love the look of it, man. It looks so cool. There's this one Inquisitor we see in the 2nd episode. It shows us like a really cool like speeder bike that looks great as well. But I also love the look of this Inquisitor we saw in the 2nd episode, man. That Ahsoka fights off, man. Love that, man. That fight itself was amazing too. But yo, that Inquisitor looks badass, bro. And I'm really excited to see where the show goes with the main villains, like I mentioned before. Especially showing up, maybe we'll get some reason what's up with their lightsaber colors and why they're more of an orange reddish type color compared to the typical red that we typically associate with Sith lightsabers. So I am curious if we're gonna get any explanation with that, man, and more just their overall backstories in general, man. Obviously, a big question with a lot of people with the show is Hayden Christensen gonna make an appearance? Are we going to see some Clone Wars flashbacks, or maybe flashbacks to Rebels with Darth Vader, with Hayden in the suit? You know, these are definitely the major questions a lot of people ask, which me too as well. I'm not personally expecting Hayden because I don't want to get my hopes up and then get disappointed if it doesn't happen. But I would love to see Hayden make an appearance in some form or fashion sometime in this show. Will he make an appearance? Who knows? But I am hopeful that we will see Hayden Christensen in here in some form. Because that would be awesome. Especially when we get like some Clone Wars, like flashback, bro. That's going to be fucking hype. Clone Wars in live action for the first time, man. With Hayden rocking the Clone Wars outfit, man. That'll be sick. No lie, bro. Now, in terms of like things I have problems, like flaws I have with this one, the only main flaw I have was and this mostly comes from me because I haven't watched Rebels, which that was one thing I was definitely very curious about with the show was can you watch the show without having watched Rebels or hell even the Clone Wars, because I haven't really seen much of the Clone Wars. I've only seen like a handful of episodes here and there in the movie that came out back in like before the show started airing, so I don't have my knowledge of Ahsoka is very limited, bro. And also, of course, Republic Heroes as well for my 360. That was a fantastic game. But I definitely say you can watch it if you haven't watched Rebels. There's definitely obviously a lot of Rebels characters makes an appearance and references to Rebel that you probably won't get, but I don't think it would necessarily say that's required of you. And I think you could probably get away with watching the show without being too confused if you've never watched Rebels. But I do wish the show kind of did a better job of like bringing you up to speed on Rebels, like maybe throw in some flashbacks. Hell, I don't care if you just reuse the animation from the show. Maybe some flashbacks, some like explanations about what went down in Rebels with certain characters, just to bring people up to speed who maybe either just need a refresher on what happened in Rebels, because Rebels ended like years and years ago, or people like me who just didn't watch Rebels because you ruined the most anticipated fight in all of Star Wars, Obi-Wan and Darth Maul in their long anticipated rematch. I'm still not over it. Fuck you. But yeah, man, I wish we did get some more, like some better explanation, just something to get us up to speed on what went down in Rebels with certain characters, and just like where they are and all that stuff. It would have been nice if we got some sort of connection to kind of like bring people up to speed if they haven't watched Rebels or need a refresher on Rebels. That's my only problem I have with the series, at least from the first 2 episodes. I don't know if this is going to persist throughout the rest of the series, man. This is more like with the first 2 episodes, with just reintroducing all these characters from Rebels into the show. And also, I love the droid. First of all, Ahsoka's droid, he's pretty cool. But the droid that was with Mary Elizabeth Winston's character, Hera, if I'm pronouncing her name right, I'm pretty sure that droid was in Rebels. I swear I've seen like promotion art with that droid in there, man. But yo, that droid is fucking hilarious, bro. The dude's got so much charisma just because he has like these 2 arm things that pop out of his head, man, that give him so much extra emotion with him when he's like, hey, did you go through my stuff and just other stuff, man. That droid is fucking hilarious, bro. I hope we see more of him him in this series, man, because when the little bit of him we saw in the second episode, man, he kind of stole the show, man. Also, I love her. I also love Sabin's like cat creature she got in her house, man. I really dug the look of that cat creature, man. It looks really cool, man. The creature design in this episode overall was just in these first two episodes was great overall, man. But yeah, that's about all I got for you guys with my thoughts on Ahsoka, at least for these first two episodes. As always, leave your thoughts below in the comments, guys. What you guys thought of these first two episodes? What are some things you're hyped up for the rest of the series, man? Obviously, Grand Admiral Thrawn is like the big one with this show, man. Hayden Christensen hopefully making an appearance. That would be nice as well. And yeah, man. Overall, my final verdict for these first two episodes is going to be a 9 out of 10, guys. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. You like if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on my social if you feel like it. Links down screen below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.